so exciting, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah, can you believe it?
I can believe it the way you are. Somebody gotta do it. You play tracks like Michael Jordan shoots free throws. Anybody that does something that much and that long and is that good, it's gotta pay off. Can't go jam, do nothing but blow up.
Kanye West is one of the biggest, most successful, and easily most polarizing figures in rap we've seen in the last 20 years. But with the release of Bully just the other day, I want to take you guys all back to a bit of a simpler time in his career, where he's a little bit more hungry and a little bit more of a different individual with the College Dropout.
Yes, sir, the debut album of the legendary Kanye West, The College Dropout. Today we're going to be taking through some of the highlights, the stories, and most importantly, the parts that you missed, as well as giving you guys some of our own personal opinions and ratings, so make sure you stick to the end to see if you agree or disagree. And speaking of disagree, why don't we get straight into one of the main themes of the album, Rebellion, in which there is plenty of rebellion just littered all over this track list. I mean, you know, tell us about some of the songs, man.
Bro, after the intro, you've got We Don't Care straight away. Absolute underrated gem, by the way. Bro, the song title is We Don't Care.
100%.
You know, it's you've even got the kids in the background, bro. This is about the ones that are different. This is the rebellious community. You got Jesus Walks, right? You know, bro's like, I don't care what I'm allowed to say on the radio. I don't care what I'm supposed to say. I'm gonna say what I want to say.
100%, man. The man's never been afraid of, you know, speaking about what he wants, and even for other people as well. He's never been afraid to stick up for other people, such as on the new workout plan, where he speaks out more about, you know,
that's true.
The pressures put on women to look a certain way with their bodies, with bars like maybe you could score yourself an NBA player, or a rapper, or even just a guy with a car. It's just like really
true. I mean, Cam, this album is just so relatable for the average viewer. I mean, you know what comes to mind for everyone. I want you to say it.
It's always gonna be spaceship.
It's always gonna be spaceship. Everyone's been there. This like the average rap fan around this time, you look at what came before it, would not be relating to spaceship the way that 90% of the people who are listening to this album. It's just different.
100%.
These topics that come up throughout this album, these weren't covered.
I think that's one of the things that people really loved about Kanye back in the day, is like the side of like him not caring about what people say also brought out the really genuine side to him. So him being able to relate on a track like
it's
Spaceship,
such a genuine, relatable voice for everyone else.
Yeah, where he literally talks about, I mean, literally the most boring thing you could possibly think about is just like just a regular 9 to 5 working at the Gap. Like, why would you want to be there? Why would you want to be in that situation? And he takes his imagination, wraps all around it, talking about flying off in a spaceship.
I've been working this grave shift, and I ain't shit.
And all of a sudden, you just got Kanye's twist on here, and it's like, wow, this is a great song.
For sure, it's a different audience. You know, we used to. This is just coming off the back of the gangster rap era, so it's the target audience is completely different, and it sort of pioneers this newer sound that we see going forward. That Kanye does himself as well, 100%. But it changes rap forever.
And let's take a moment to appreciate the vocals on the song as well. By the way, I mean, like at first, because you know he's got a feature on here. I thought it was the feature at first, but then I took I was looking at the credits and it's Kanye. I'm like,
I know, man, I know.
I didn't know he had it like that, bro.
I think it's GLA's got a great. Is it GLA? GLC, sorry. Yeah. GLC's got a great verse on this as well. I think his flow is unbelievable. Consequences on it as well. He's quite good. I think it's probably the features. Part.
But yeah,
but overall, I mean, Spaceship's always going to be one of the greatest. And you know, you've got Family Business as well. You know,
oh, don't even
get
me started, man.
Bro, we all sob our eyes out to Family Business, bro. It's just amazing. If you haven't listened to this album, you haven't listened to that song, go and check it out for sure. It's definitely a very sentimental piece about 100%. You know, a little bit of a family reflection, which again, I don't think for 2004 was a particularly well covered topic within hip hop as well.
I guess not. No, well, again, yeah, it's like you said, another thing which he just simply just like, I'm not gonna talk about the regular things rappers are gonna talk about. I want to talk about my family. I love my family. And again, the people are going to respond to that being like, you know what? I hear everything this guy's saying in the song. I get that. I feel that. I love what's being talked about here. So it's another case where Kanye's just sort of stepped out of the comfort zone, and it's just majorly pulled off well.
And of course, what everyone knows a College Dropout for, if you're not a rap fan, if you're not a Kanye fan, you know Through the Wire and you know the backstory.
100%. The backstory, for those who don't know, because I mean, if you don't know, you're
crazy.
You're a goober. But obviously, the man went through a nearly fatal car crash back in 2002, which ended up breaking his jaw in 3 different places, meaning he had to have it wired shut. And of course, it's Kanye. That's never going to stop him. A little injury like a broken jaw is never going to stop him, is he? And he let the pain come through the wire.
Man, it never ever ceases to get me off my ass, man.
Yeah,
it's like, bros, I know that Through the Wire sometimes gets the overrated card and the overplayed card because it's like, yeah, but the song's not actually that good. It's the story around it. And I agree the story helps it. Bro, man couldn't open his mouth and still made the song this good.
I feel like the vocals just like the vocals are the biggest part of it because hearing it and like experience, especially for the first time, it really helps you put into the perspective of the fact that, well, this guy was like literally disabled and was still putting out those verses like that.
I spit it through the wire, man.
It makes it sound like he's trying so hard.
It makes it
it's
so real
so
for the
motivating. It is
Yeah.
incredible. And to be honest, it is littered throughout the album. You know, Never Let Me Down, for example. You know, Kanye's talking about his family history and the resilience and the rebellion of them. And he's like, bro, like, I've had that before me. Look at who I like. What do you expect me to be, right?
Yeah.
It's an incredible song as well. I love the vocals on the instrumental. It's such a classic Kanye soul sample piece. Absolutely.
It's a great beat. And then the big theme, of course, which you're going to come to for the College Dropout, you have the theme of dropping out of college and still making it.
School
still being
sucks,
big.
man. School sucks.
It does. And you know what? I think this is, again, another thing which dips into the whole relatability, rebellion, and also the persistence through all it. It brings all those factors into it because not everybody likes school. Not everybody's able to go to school. And it's something super relatable for the listener.
Yeah, it's the rebellion because, let's be honest, and, you know, I believe the culture's a little bit different over here, but most people, their parents want you to go to college. Their parents want you to get a degree. And this album mocks that. You look
Literally,
at the
yeah.
skits. You look, I think it's the Lil Jimmy skit and the School
they're
Spirits
hilarious.
one. The School Spirit skits on either side of it.
I've never actually listened to an album and actually like laughed at it through the comedy. This is what's so great. There's just so much character to this album.
Yeah, it ultimately it's one you're gonna skip on repeat listens, but just to sometimes do that cover to cover listen, it does add something. You know, you've got the intro with the narrator who's sort of like barking down 100%. At Kanye to go for, and he's just like, what the hell was that?
What the
What the fuck was that? Kanye?
You get to graduation day. It's brilliant. It does add it adds a lot.
Mm-hmm. All right, now the exciting part, the part where it gets crazy. Okay, so we're gonna give our overall thoughts, ratings, top three, the bottom three as well. Yeah. So, do you want to go ahead and start off?
All right. So for my third from bottom, you know, least favorite song on the album. This is tough because I don't think this is an album littered with any bad songs.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the quality and consistency, it's 21 tracks, but there's a lot of skits in here. I think it's about 15 songs.
Around about there, yeah,
about 14, 15 songs. I don't think there's any actual skips, to be honest. I think they're all great. I am going to go ahead and put Breathe In, Breathe Out. I was going to say School Spirit. I'll go Breathe In, Breathe Out with my third from bottom.
That's really
now,
unfortunate.
I love Breathe In, Breathe Out.
I love this song.
Ludacris's hook is so fun.
So good. That's probably one of my favorite features on here, you know.
It's so fun. I love the theme throughout the whole song of him being out of breath.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've got some maybe corny lines in there, depends how you see it. But like, can't you having some activity in the car and you can hear him throughout the Ludacris hook, like struggling to breathe because it's that good.
Bro,
We'll leave it at that.
You're such a goofy guy.
It's a fun song.
100%.
It's a fun song.
100%. Third from bottom for me, I'm gonna go with one which is gonna absolutely shell shock everybody, but I'm gonna go with Jesus Walks.
I'm a load of this guy.
Yeah, bro, really taking a load of this guy.
Listen. Jesus Walks is overrated. I agree.
I think it's overrated, but I don't just.
Me, it's not bottom three.
It is bottom three for me because like the thing is, I know this beat was praised. I don't know how. I don't know why.
Great.
It was praised back in the day. It's still praised to this day,
unique.
but I don't understand. It's not even that unique.
Of course, it's unique.
It's a bomb beat. What's cool about
it
that?
sounds like Bowser's Castle and it still goes hard.
Look, the only thing I can give to this song is that it was a massive. It was a massive political statement, and that's cool. And I gotta commend him for being able to stand up and say that. I respect that. But as a song, it's very unmelodical. It's very hard, like not necessarily hard to listen to, but it's just nowhere near as amazing as
bro, the
people make it out to be.
rapping's so good, man.
It's okay. It's all right.
The flow is diabolical. All right, bro. No one. This is why people don't let you cook anymore, bro. Right, second from bottom for me, because we're about that. I'm gonna go with School Spirit, and okay. I actually feel like I could maybe switch this with Breathe In, Breathe Out, to be honest, because they're both good songs,
really
but they're both just short of the mark just because of how many good songs. And to be honest, Get 'Em High isn't particularly a great song, but I love the instrumental on that.
Yeah.
So I can get away with putting it a bit higher. I think School Spirit just misses it. I like this song though. You know, this is a rare instance where I'm talking about a song in the bottom three and telling you what I like about it. I like how all the swearing's all reversed.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like censored for school.
It's cool.
It's just and the harmonical vocals and the instrumental I think work really well. I do think it's a great song.
100%.
I think it might actually be better than Breathe In, Breathe Out, but Breathe In, Breathe Out is also really fun. I don't know that they're quite interchangeable. So
you're all over the place with this shit, man.
For real.
Second from bottom for me, I'm gonna go with another one which I think people are gonna cry about, but it's Never Let Me Down. Now listen, the one thing I will say is the beat on here is great. I love its classic soul sample Kanye, like you said before. But I think Kanye's verse on here is kind of the only. And what's the other guys that's on here?
J.I.V.
I think those verses are good. Jay-Z, I can't.
So hang on. So you think the instrumental's good? You think 2 out of the 3 rappers?
No, not two. Sorry, I meant to just say J.I.V. I didn't mean Kanye. Kanye and Jay-Z are like, it's okay, it's whatever. J.I.V.'s is good.
You don't even think Kanye's is good on this?
It's okay. It's nothing standout. But I mean, and the beat is like, it's good. It's regular. It's just a mid beat that Kanye would produce. It's like if you were to say, give me a beat from 2004 Kanye, that's what you give. You wouldn't say like, give me a really good beat or give me a really bad beat. It's just give me a beat.
Nah, I think it's one of the best instrumentals on the album, to be honest.
It's a little tiny bit boring for me. That's all.
That's diabolical. You're kind of stupid, so I'm hoping that your bottom pick isn't something stupid.
It's not something stupid.
But I'm going with the new workout plan.
I'm going to have to agree with you there.
You're going with it?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's good. I like it. It's catchy. The end of the song's kind of weird. For me, it's just comfortably the weakest.
I don't like it. It's terrible. The instrumental is too muddy. It's horrible. Never make me listen to this shit ever again.
Oh, bro. This guy's such a hater. Listen, the new workout plan, is the worst song on the album for me. I don't think that's ever going to change. But it's fun for the most part. Mm-hmm. And I think it is a 6 out of 10 okay song. Okay. And for that being the worst song on an album, I think it's quite good.
Yeah, it's definitely a 6 out of 10 for me, bro. I genuinely, I would never, ever listen to this again.
I'm interested to hear what your top 3 are, because you've slandered this album so far.
Well, why don't I just start off with an absolute banger, Family Business. That's going to be number 3 for me.
Number 3, okay.
Yeah,
that's
3.
Respect. That's respectable.
It's fantastic, really nostalgic, nice to listen to, sweet song. And the rapping on here is great. It's relatable. Great beat as well. You can't hear it.
Yeah, he doesn't really touch on an instrumental like this in his career again. Mm-hmm. He definitely has some sentimental ones, for sure. But I think this is his best. I think this is, I think this is the best emotional Kanye song. Moon is incredible. Moon's really close. True. Hey Mama's great. Mm-hmm. But I think this is his best one. I think the lyrical side of it and the rapping on this, it's just flawless. It's genuinely unbelievable. Yeah, I can't knock you for that. My number 3, I'm gonna go with Last Call. Now, I know that 60% of this song, however long the last 8 minutes, it's like 8 minutes, isn't it?
Song,
right?
Yeah.
I don't ever listen to it. I just skip it. But the rapping on those first 4 minutes with such a simple backbeat is just it feels like a freestyle. It's just incredible, man. I think some of Kanye's best ever rapping is on this song. Okay. I think overall the College Dropout is one of his best albums in terms of his pure vocals and rapping performance and rhyming and beats. I think some of his other albums may have better in some other suits, but I think this is one of his best for actual consistency of rapping. And I think this is the best rapping performance on the album from him. To be honest, All Falls Down is very, very good.
I couldn't agree with you,
but I think
honest.
It's a bit overrated.
Last Call, I can't really get with it. It's midway the pack for me. I'd say I want to put it number 3. But
I've debated it as number 1. To be honest, I
really?
think all of my top 3 for this they're close, but I'm happy with it at number 3.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, like you mentioned earlier. Number 2, I'm going to go for All Falls Down.
All Falls Down, fair.
It's a bit of an NPC pick, but you can't beat those vocals.
It is really
it's
good.
So good.
Yeah, Selena Johnson has a great feature. Instrumental's great.
Yeah, the topics he touches on here about, the materialism but yet being hypocritical at the same time is like, it's so, again, relatable. Like, it twists your mind a little bit. I really like the song, and it's great to listen to.
For sure, it's a great one. Number 2, I'm putting Family Business in there, just one spot higher than you.
Yep.
All the reasons we spoke about before, it's just incredible.
Great song. So, does that mean I get to go number 1?
You get to go number 1.
Number 1 for me is going to be Spaceship. I mean,
I love Spaceship. It's not mine. I will never put Spaceship top 3 because I do think it just misses the mark, but I'm glad to see it getting some respect. I think it's incredible.
It's a great. The instrumental is fantastic. It's so smooth. I love the R&B takes on this album, and it's a fantastic, relatable song, and it's so imaginative. Vocals on it are amazing as well.
The hook on this in particular is, I think, one of Kanye's best vocal performances ever, to be honest. I think it's really strong. Kind of a forgettable one for me, strangely, as well. I sort of come back to it, and I'm just like, shit, bro.
You're crazy. This is the first song I'm going to on this track list. But Let me know what your number one is, man.
Number one, I'm going with 2 Words. So 2 Words is kind of I feel like kind of a niche pick. I don't think it gets sometimes too much love. Definitely not what it deserves. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. I think it's such a unique instrumental. You've got some choir and orchestral bits going on there. You know, Mos Def on it absolutely slays it.
I like the Mos Def.
Kanye's verse slays it. I think Freeway's verse is a bit all over the place. It's not my favorite, but I still think it fits in well. You've got the great choir vocals at the end. You got, I just love it. It's so tough. I love this one.
This is definitely a rap fan's choice. Like, the rapping on here is fantastic. I think the beat is a little bit dry, if I'm being honest.
Right.
Yeah, it's not.
You biggest hater, honestly.
Low-key, I am, and I mean, one of the things, and one of the reasons I go into, I put into my overall rating of this is that, for me, there's some really, really high highs on here, but the lows are very low for me. And I feel like the track list is not quite split in 2, but it's kind of like 65-30, like 65% is good, the rest is not that great.
Would you agree that this is one of Kanye's better albums?
From what I've heard so far, it probably would be. Bear in mind, I'm not listening to the whole discography, but like, I can understand why people like this album so much.
Because I think this is just so clearly one of his best.
I know you do, because it's like your favorite album of all time, right?
It's close. I don't know if it is. It's definitely a top 5 album for me. To be honest.
But that's the thing for me. I feel like there's some really good stuff on here, but at the same time, like, stuff which I find forgettable, or I'm just kind of like, I don't really need to listen to. I don't really care about it that much, and that's why overall that would equate to. I'm not gonna. I was gonna give it a 7.5. I'm gonna give it an 8. An 8 out of 10.
An 8. Okay, an 8 is really good. An 8 is really good. We've had discussions about this album in prep, and I wasn't expecting an 8 from you, to be fair. I think I'm gonna give it a 10 straight away.
Yep.
You know, we had a conversation not long before we started the channel about how we want to give 10s, and I was a pretty big advocate of keeping them really, really niche. Like, an album has to really work for a 10.
A sacred 10 is.
But I don't think there's a bad song on here. I think. Well, outside of my bottom 3, I think you're looking at a whole list of 9s, really, for the most part on here with some 10s.
Yeah.
I think the consistency of rapping on here is phenomenal. I think there's a good mix of instrumentals. I think the feature list is quite good as well.
Yeah.
But I think he carries the album himself, to be honest. I can't poke a hole in this album, personally. I really can't. You know, I sat here in my bottom 3 saying how much I like the songs.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it a 10 out of 10.
That's fair, man. That's fair. So that was a review of the College Dropout by Kanye West. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought of our opinions, and what would you rate this album out of 10, but most importantly, which album should we do next?
Absolutely, guys. Make sure to check out the description. You'll find our Discord server link. Spam all your ideas in our content request channel. Check out the Instagram, check out the TikTok, check out everything. Follow us on everything. Stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see you guys later.
Peace.